Okay, Mr. Abdullah, thank you for allowing me to have a look at your portfolio. We can see here this is your portfolio checklist, and this is for term number 1. You have written your quizzes here, and hopefully those quizzes are in the back of your portfolio. My advice for you for term number 1, to complete term number 1, you need to go back and have a look at some assignments that perhaps aren't there in your portfolio. For example, recordings that might be missing, and any of those such things. So starting here at week 2, we see that you're labeling your portfolio properly, and the work is included, and it has been checked. I've made some corrections on some of these documents, so my advice to you is to go back and to have a look at some of them, and go back and listen to my feedback on some of your audio recordings to make sure that you are learning from the advice that we're giving you, and also from the corrections that we're making to your written and spoken language. So make sure you go back and have a look to see that I've given you some feedback on your portfolio. Now, one thing that I want to note here, in documents like this or pieces of work that we did in class that are graphs or charts and things like that, if someone looks at your portfolio, they should be able to you should be able to explain these things. So here, the survey for week number so week number 4 here, I don't see that survey, so you might want to go back and have a look at that. Here we've made some suggestions that we have here. We have the link of your opinion about the use of the Google Drive, as well as some other things that we're doing in class, which is basically your feedback that we were seeking. But I don't see in week 4 the survey, and we can see here in week number 5 there seems to be a number of things that are missing. Let's see if they are actually finding themselves into the portfolio. Okay, so your riddles here, your 3 sentences that match the Mason family tree. So we should see here a recording of you talking about your family tree. So your family tree is here, Abdullah, but where's the link to your recording? And if that's the only thing you did for week number 5, then week number 5 is incomplete, as well as the survey that we're looking to see here in week number. Moving on to the second term, my general advice for you for the second term, Mr. Abdullah, is that you tighten up what you're doing. As we can see here, it's week 11, the 28th of April, and you haven't recorded anything there in that section, the portfolio checklist of your portfolio. And likewise here, starting in week number 8, we see that you're starting to drop off with recording some of the things that go on the main page there, as well as the recording. Where's the recording for this assignment? You've given us an idea of what you do in your free time, and this was shortly after the vacation, week number 6 and week number 7, the testing. We asked you to talk about what you did in your free time during the vacation. Likewise here, we're looking for a presentation to be here, or the start of a presentation in the form of some slides, as well as a recording for your description of a person. We have what seems to be some notes here, which you've turned into some sentences, some questions. I've given you some feedback on that, so have a look at those and maybe come back and correct some of your some of the questions and answers. Okay, I see you've done that here, but we're looking for the record. Okay, here we go. The recording. Great. You have the recording and this presentation. Now these are just the slides. We still need you to, as part of week 10, to come back and actually do this presentation. A presentation is not just the preparation of the slides only, but we want you to stand in front of the students and take the advice that we have given you before with regards to giving a presentation. And we appreciate your work, Mr. Abdullah, and I advise you to keep up the good work that you were doing in some of the weeks there, and to sort out the rest of your portfolio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.